I can record it. Yeah, yeah, I'm recording.
Sharp, sharp.
Mm.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So, it's nice meeting everyone. And sorry, most time the reason why I'm doing impromptu Zoom section is because most time I don't really have that time to do Zoom. But sometimes when people ask me question, I would love to go on chat and explain. And that's the reason why I do have impromptu Zoom. The time is coming when I will have to schedule all the Zoom and then but for now, just take it as we are having it. So I was having a conversation with my amazing friend, and we want to look at something bias building without daily breakout because it is something that most time traders um, encounter on charts, and when they encounter something, they find it difficult to gain an opportunity of such markets. You just feel like, okay, this thing is not there, then let me leave it to these people. So they will later buy. Okay? So without further ado, can you all see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Mr. Joshua, can you see?
Yes, I
Nice.
can see it.
Now, if I want to go to a previous price action, a very far price action, to show you this thing. But before I go to that price action, let me explain the logic that we have. You know that normally our logic is that in order to build bias, you build bias using theory model. Now, there's a reason why I say theory model. Two model actually. Is either you build bias using liquidity or you build bias using key level or you build bias using the both. Now, of this theory, building bias using the both is the best. That is, you have a liquidity that is being fed into a key level or that is close to a key level, then you want to start building your bias from this point upward, right? This is the best of all the bias building model. Now, but regardless, you can build bias using any of this. But the logic behind it is that you want to see a weekly rejection on key level. You want to see a weekly rejection. You want to see a daily breakout. So these two must what? Must occur. Or you want to see a daily rejection, and then you want to see H4 breakouts. Now, I have some amazing people that build bias from H4, and I want to tell you this. Take it from someone that has done it, that has learned from it. Building bias from H4 is a no-no. Is a no-no unless if you already understand what the daily is doing. But if you don't understand what the daily is doing and you just go ahead to start building bias on H4, you have a lot of loss. Understand? That's one of the reasons why you can have loss when you are building bias. If you are building bias from lower time frame the most, which is starting from H4 below, and if you are building bias against the structure, those are the two things. So now, but there are cases whereby we have weekly rejection, but we don't have daily breakout. How do we trade this? Now, this is how I trade this. Based on my personal study, let's say we have, let's say we have a weekly structure like this, right? A weekly or a monthly structure like this, right? And then you know automatically for us to have a weekly structure, this we have a week, right? Now, this week is taking, you know that this week is what? This is internal range liquidity, right? If this internal range liquidity is taken out with momentum, not just orderly taken out, but with momentum, if this internal range liquidity is taken out, our market close above it. Our market close above it. Let's say we have this. I'm going to show you this on chart, right? Okay, no. Let me do it like this. I want this thing to be so amazing Okay, we have a weekly, and we now have another week, right? We have another week that takes out this low and close above. And close above. Now, this is what? Sweep of previous week, right? Then possibly we can have a weekly reject weekly somewhere here, right? And I now go to one time frame lower, which is the daily time frame, right? But on the daily time frame, if I see engulfing of this, if I see engulfing, right? Let's say this is two bearish candle. Let me change it to red so that we can have something nice. This is engulfing. This is open close key level on daily, and we have an engulfing. Please, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And we have an engulfing with momentum. Please, emphasis on that momentum. Emphasis on it. We have an engulfing on daily. I will not trade it directly like this. I want this engulfing. I want a daily candle to come to this engulfing and give me a daily reject daily and H4 breakout. I want you to give me a daily reject daily and H4 breakout. Now, if you see this, you know that on H4, this is daily reject daily here, right? On H4, you have a breakout. But if you now go to H4, most time you will see a double breakout. 1, 2. This double breakout is what market will use and continue the buy. This is what market will use and continue the buy. Now, the con there is this thing is low probability, which means that if you are seeing something like this, reduce your risk. If you are seeing something like this, reduce your risk. As a matter of fact, this kind of scenario has happened on USD, SGD, and German 40. I'm going to be showing you that of German 40. If I can see that of USD, SGD, I'll also show you. Let me clear my chart. Now, another thing is, there's another model to this kind of thing. Do you get? There's another model in such a way that if you have weekly reject weekly, but you do not have daily breakout. Now, this is weekly reject weekly here. This is weekly reject weekly down here, right? And this week has closed. You know, automatically, if you are waiting for weekly reject weekly, this week, this current week must close. So this week has closed, right? But there is no daily breakout. How do you trade this? Second way of trading this is that after this week has closed, the next week that we are coming in, you will expect a daily candle to come to this weekly key level. Please note, I'm not referring to this first week that we have. This first week that have closed, I'm not regarding to this one. I'm regarding, or I'm looking at the new week that we are coming into. I want to see a daily reject this weekly key level. That is, daily will come to this weekly key level, reject, then I will see H4 breakout. Then you will trade it. You can see H4 breakout, you can see H4 sweep and break. That's the model. Do you understand? Please, do you get me?
Yes, sir. I'm getting
Do
you.
you have anyone with question before I start going to chat? Please, if you are with us, if you have a question, unmute yourself and ask your question. Do we have anyone with question? Let me check the chat section if there's any message there. Okay, I think there's a message here in the chat section. Okay. Someone said I should switch to landscape. I'm used to this portrait. Don't mind me. Okay, let me switch my phone to landscape. Wait, are you referring to my phone landscape or there's a landscape for trading? Please mute yourself, please. Real touch. Please mute yourself and off your video. Thank you. You look amazing. I love that your DP. Okay, now let's go to the price action that we have. Now I want to pick a specific price action and please let me confirm, is this landscape okay, Mr. Joshua?
Well, to me, it is okay. It is
Yeah,
Yes,
this
it
one
is
is
fine.
okay.
nice. This one is nice.
It is good.
Okay, sharp. Let's go to, let me start here. This is the price action I want to look at. Now, please, this price action, I have studied it. So I'm not just coming to chat to show you something new. I have actually studied what's in here. This is my today. Now, structurally, we are bullish on man 40, right? We've been buying now. And apart from that, what can we see here? If we switch to line chart, if we switch out, we have a recent breakout here to the ups, and we've taken out what? External range liquidity. So automatically we are getting market to what? Give us level of sales to start internal liquidity, and then we start going up, right? That's right. But we are not interested in the sell, in the buy. We are more interested in the buy. So now, aside from that, what can we do our weekly? Now, a breakout, if you have watched my previous video, breakout on one time frame, if you go
Sorry.
to a lower time frame, which is one time frame, yeah.
Yeah, you were cracking up.
Okay, am I on the number?
Yes, but you are still cracking up. But by God's grace, you'll be all the way again.
Okay, okay, can you hear me very well now?
Yes, yes.
Now, I always say something that a breakout on an higher time frame, if you go one time frame lower, for you to get your range, the basic logic of range is that if you have a breakout on monthly, if you switch to weekly, you will see a sweep, break, and liquidity, which is like advanced market structure. Do you get? Which must be a structure. It should not just be a candle. It must be structure and not candle. Now, if we go to weekly, we have a breakout on monthly, but if we look at this weekly, what can we find? Something clear. I don't need this news event, Jerry. I don't like it. Okay, let's just leave it. If you go to this on weekly, what do we have here? We have a breakout on monthly, is also a breakout on weekly, but is not an advanced market structure, which means that this low is a weak low. This low is a weak low. Why? I said it that what I want to see is advanced market structure, which means that I want to see like a sweep and a break, then another break, or I should see a sweep, a break, but before that break, can I have something like this and a break, which means that market will take out this internal range and go for this external range, right? Now, if we look at this, what do we here? We just have a break. There's no valid structure here that I can say market has taken out. There's no valid structure there at all. So I'm not going to be relating with that. I know some people, if they go to line chart, they will see that this is a what? This is a sweep. But I'm not just talking about line chart. I want it to be visible on candle as a structure, not just as maybe one single candle. I know people use single candle as sweep, but I don't really. Let me price forward a little bit. Okay, see momentum. Market takes out this the internal range. We know that what we are going for the what external range as our draw of liquidity or as our target point, right? We are going to this external range at most this external range. Please, is this thing clear very well?
Yes. Yeah, to me, it is.
Okay. I'm still playing price forward. Okay. Okay. Let me cut this new week that's just for me. Okay. Now look at markets are not just that. Weekly here. We have a weekly reject weekly, market sweep internal range, market sweep previous week. You can see that there is momentum because this is three things. We are seeing three things at the same time from the market. Sweep of internal range liquidity, sorry, the taking out of internal range liquidity, sweep of previous week, why is still standing, weekly reject week. Now let's go to daily. Let's go to daily. Now look at daily. We don't have any breakout here on daily. For the matter of fact, we cannot even see a kind of, let's say, daily coming back to our weekly key level, because this is the weekly key level down here. This one, let me make it red. This is the weekly. But what do we have? We have engulfing, not just one. This is the first engulfing. Sorry, this is the real engulfing. This is the real engulfing. I know some people will want to mark this place as engulfing. Even I did that. I don't know. People mark this engulfing. This is not engulfing at all. This one below is not engulfing because it must be uh, uh, a bearish open close that is engulfed. So the only engulfing that we have is this one above. If you go and study the anatomy of this candle, you will know that this small black here is just an inside candle. It's just an inside what? Just an inside candle. It did not this low, this candle low, this one, and it does not this candle high. So it is just an what? An candle. So I'm not relating with that as what engulfing. Now, but this is what we can relate as engulfing. Now, what do we have? We now have daily reject daily at this point. We have daily reject daily. Can we see? Now, I'm going to stop the replay because I'm going to H4 and I'm using a free trading view. So let me exit this. Let's use our highs. Let's get this daily,
Yes.
right? And after that daily reject daily, can we see daily reject daily? Please can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. This is the daily reject daily. This can this can this white candle. This is the one I'm referring to,
Mm.
right? Now
Yeah.
let's go to H4. Our expectation is that we should have H4 breakouts. Let's go to H4. Trading view. Why are you doing like this? I'm coming. Trading view is lagging. Okay. I think TradingView is back. I'm coming. I'm looking for that price. We are just using our highs. Hey, I hope I have not. No, there's a straight line there. Okay. I always put a straight line when using eyes I always put a vertical line when I'm using eyes to study so that I'll be able to know. You see this red line? This red line, this red vertical line is for the day after that daily rejection. So anything you are seeing to the right side of that red line, it is after that what? Daily rejection. So we have daily reject daily, and then on H4 we have what? We have a sweep, right? Is it a sweep and a break? Let's switch to line chart. Okay, I don't think this is not a sweep and a break. This is just a breakout. We have a breakout. Now, since I have a breakout on H4, on lower time frame, H1, M30, H2, it should give me advanced market structure, which should be sweep, break, and liquidity. But if we look at H2, H1, we will not be able to see anything because we are using a free trading view. So let me go to H2. H2. Okay. H2. Okay. Now this is the price action on H2. Now on H2, what do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? Now look at this. You will see that this is the structure. Structurally, let's draw it out. Let's draw this structure out. Okay, sorry, I think I picked the wrong two. Okay. Structurally, higher high, higher low, higher high, market take out the low, sweep. Then we have higher high, higher low, higher high. This is an advanced market structure. That's why I said when we are talking about advanced market structure, it should not just show as one candle. Most time it will show as a complete. Who is this? Side class.
Sir, before you continue, somebody asked a question. Please, can you check the chat?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will check it. Okay. Let me check the question.
Okay.
You joined a Zoom and you do not know how to mute yourself. You are listening to music. There's some attitude that just is well with Nigerian. Not even Nigerian. Okay. Please, when price creates the internal rate liquidity,
Yeah, no, sorry, sir. You're not as audible as before, sir.
Okay. Please, when price creates the internal range liquidity before breaking structure, how will you know if price will come back to take it out? Because sometimes I see that range type, but price will take the liquidity that was created after the breakout and continue moving. The reality of it is we don't even know anything. I'm sorry to say this. We don't know anything. Because let me show you. Thank God you asked that question. Now look at this. We have a range like this. This is a range, sweep, break, right? Then we have break, break. Okay. Now we have a break here. Now let's assume that we have another break here. We have a break here, and we have a break to the downside. This is a complete range. If you look at the screenshot I drop a screenshot on valid range and invalid range. This is a valid range like this. The expectation of the market is not to take out this low before it starts buying. If you know people that use range very well, they use it with premium and discount. That is what range is all about. Don't expect that every time market will take out this last low. Don't expect that every time market will come down, take out this last low before buying. Don't even expect it. If that is all your expectation, market will show you. Sometimes market will just come down, take out this too low and start buying. I know most of us we've been there, so we understand what I'm trying to say. The only expectation that we have, or the logical expectation that I have as a person, is that market should drop to the 50% of this range, right? This is my 50% here. This middle is my 50% of this range before it start buying. That's the only logic I apply. So if market should drop down here to this 50% and I see a daily bias building from there, I will risk it, because the reality of it is market can drop down. The reality of it is market can drop down to this place, give you daily bias building and still take you out. Do you get? So we just have a working system that we know and we agree that is not 100% perfect. I believe the answer I gave us. Have I answered your question? You can unmute yourself if you are not in a noisy place. Now on H2, we have an advanced market structure. We have an advanced what? Market structure. Where is it? Okay, this is it. On H2, we have, sorry, I'm looking for my chart back. Okay, this is it. This is it. On H2, we have an advanced market structure. I don't know why my chart is not showing the week. It's only showing the body. Okay. Yeah. This is, I have a sweep, right? Let me delete this red now. I have internal range liquidity. Oh, why am I picking the wrong? I have what? This is the internal range liquidity below here. So my entry will be any key level below the internal range liquidity, which is here. Then I will have my what? A buy here. We have a buy here.
Sir, it says the
Yes, yes.
meeting will end in 10 minutes. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. Um, we have to displace. You see, this is 13 RR. 13 RR. So now let me show you USD daily time frame within that 10 minutes. Let's see and have it. Do we have any United States dollar against Singapore dollar? I think I see that on. I was doing a study. I sent it to someone, Mr. Alfred, and I was seeing something like that bias building model that I just explained. I think there is something like that on. Okay, yeah, look at this. Look at this. What market used to sell this week is that engulfing. What market is look at let's go to weekly. Let's go to weekly. Because I was looking at this SGSD. I was not trading it. Look, this is weekly reject weekly here. One. This is sweep of previous week. This is sweep of previous week high. The low is still standing. Right? The low is still standing here. If we go to daily, as at the beginning of this week, we don't have daily breakout yet. We don't have because this price action, this is Monday. We do not have daily breakout yet, but we have daily engulfing here, right? And if we look at H4, let's go to H4. Let's see if we have a double breakout to the downside. Look, we have like not even double breakout. I think we have just a single breakout. We have here. We have two breakouts. Breakout here. Breakout here. And even breakout here. We have like three breakouts. And market sold off. Market sold off. Market sold off. It was throughout this week we were selling. If we look at another, let me see. I think I saw one also. Now market can go. Was it last month? There's a pair I saw it on. I think is it USD CHF. But mind you, I said note what I'm saying very well. It is low probability. So don't use it as your A plus setup. Don't even try it at all. At all. So I don't think I can find it in another place. But its occurrence also sometimes is not that much. So I believe I've been able to pass value to everyone that joined. Thank you for joining, even though this is impromptu.
Thank you, sir, for passing
Um,
that.
so if you have any other question, I don't know if we can have another section. But
I,
I don't think I
for me, I
do.
don't have.
If there's any, okay,
No, sir, please continue.
okay, okay. Since we don't have any other question, I think that's all for tonight. For tonight.
Thank you, sir.
So
So how will I share the recording to you? Or would you also have the recording?
no. Once we stop the Zoom like this,
Mm,
the recording will convert automatically on your PC. Then
okay,
we
send it to you.
upload it.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.